I'm Philip Aldridge, I'm the Chief Executive at the Arts Centre. We've got 23 buildings here. 21 of them are Category 1 listed. So that's the highest category of heritage listing. We know that this is the biggest project of its type in the world. So this is where Rutherford did his early experiments when he was at Canterbury College.
How close did it get to having the bulldozers come in?
Very, very close. I mean, it's extraordinary, really, within our lifetimes, that such barbarism was accepted. But a small group, and it was a small group of concerned citizens, got together and proposed that this be used as a centre of the arts. I was here at the major earthquake because I was, at that time, the chief executive of the Court Theatre, and we were in rehearsals. And when I came out, having cleared the buildings and made sure everyone was safe, I went into the South Quad and saw that the observatory was down on the ground. There was a previous director to myself of the Arts Centre, who came from a property background, and when he came to the Arts Centre, he realised that we were vastly underinsured. That actually saved the Arts Centre, and we got a reasonable settlement. It was originally scoped at $290 million, but we're probably looking at about $250 million to complete it.
You're under budget?
Yeah. It's saved money.
I've never heard of this.
We're not a government department. So this is the great architectural showpiece of the Arts Centre. Behind me, the memorial window is particularly spectacular. And all sorts of innovative solutions have been employed by the structural engineers, a lot of which you can't see now.
An artisan, yeah, that's what some people say.
So what do you call yourself?
Stonemasons.
Yeah.
This finial over here on the chemistry building, we had no record of, so that's a completely new creation. And is the design of an individual mason from the team.
Do you put anything personal into it?
Yeah. In the top of this, that's not going to be seen, that's going to be covered by another stone. You can put whatever you want in there. And the only person that's going to see it is the mason that takes it down in 100 years' time when I'm dead.
So one thing that the earthquake has allowed us to do is to introduce lots of modern amenities like lifts and make the place, sorry I'm being interrupted by the lift. So these are apartments for artists, writers, creatives of all sorts to use. And we just had our first artist in residence, Beck Runger.
Is that a money spinner?
No, nothing we do is a money spinner. We're an arts organisation. Everything we do needs subsidy, needs money, and it is not self-funding.
Is that a plea?
Yeah. Well. And this is Worcester Boulevard, the prime tourist destination in the city. And it's perfectly possible that we won't actually be able to complete the restoration of these buildings. Just to balance the books every year, we have to raise at least $1 million to cover the gap in funding. I mean, but that's part of our constitution. We're here to provide facilities for the arts and for the public. That's why we exist, exactly. But no, it's not economic. This cladding you can see behind me is around the destroyed observatory tower, but around it will be a little boutique hotel, and will give us some security of funding. Nick Paris of Lumiere Cinemas.
Good morning. I started here around about 79, and here I am 40 years later back again. So come on through, and this is the view that hits you once you come in, and I'm definitely going to preserve this by having the window open and then closed just before the film. So really stoked about that. You get one chance in life, and this is being presented to me, and I'm going to take hold of it. And for me, there's no idea of success and failure. The fact that I'm just going to give it a go is enough for me.
Again, a solid tenant that can give us some security of income. But otherwise, we have a series of smaller tenants and artistic tenants. We have dealer galleries. We have 2 museums, we have a theatre company, and we have a series of retail tenants as well, particularly of New Zealand craft and New Zealand made goods. We get a lot of tourists. We're actually very bad and actually turning that into money to support the site. And that's something that we're actively working on. It is a challenge. It's a challenge in a city where rents are difficult, hospitality is a challenge, retail is a big challenge, just the same as the rest of the city.
What's all this stuff?
It's art, mate.
Is this impossible, this challenge, to do this? Or?
Nothing's impossible. We're eternally optimistic.